So I'm attempting to help out a fellow YouTuber here who's been trying to fix his '04 Dodge Ram quad cab with the right front power window not working from its switch nor the master switch. Now the problem with the schematic when you look at the '04 diagram, and actually it's wrong from '04 to '06, is that they illustrated the switch incorrectly. So here is passenger window switch, and the pins on the switch are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, and 6, sorry. Yeah. Pin 6 comes from the master switch and is live when the lockout switch is on. And when that's on, that LED will light up. If that LED lights up, then the switch has at least one ground. Now, from the master switch, you can see it's normally closed to ground. Here's the ground. The switch is sitting in its at rest position, and here is the ground. Right there. G302 kick panel. If that ground was bad, none of the windows would work. If either of these two wires, this orange-gray wire or the orange-tan wire, is broken, then the power window on the right front will not work in either direction from either switch because it uses these wires. When you put the master switch up, this contact moves over to here. The orange-tan wire will be power, and this contact is still attached to the ground, so the orange-gray wire will be ground. And it reverses polarity when you put the window down. Move this switch over to here, and the orange-gray wire becomes power, and the orange-tan wire remains a ground. So at this power window switch, you could actually unplug it and put a test light between pins 2 and 4, the orange-tan wire and the orange-gray wire, and operate the master switch, and the test light should light in both directions because a light bulb is not polarity sensitive. Another thing you could do is put your test light between pin 2 and ground and check to see that it lights when the master switch is rolled down, rolling the window down. Conversely, put it between 4 and ground, and the test light should light when the master switch is trying to roll the window up. If these two wires are good and it still doesn't work, then there's likely a problem in this power window switch. Now you could theoretically unplug the right rear and switch the switch. Now the escutcheon plastic trim might be different, but the electrical plug is the same. You can put power on pin 1 and ground pin 5 to make the window roll one direction, and reverse the leads to make the window roll the other direction. With the switch plugged in, you should have power going through the switch and power coming back through the switch to find ground through the master switch. So I'll find you a picture of this connector so you know what these pins are located in. So here's a picture of the connector at the right window switch. So there are 6 potential terminals in there, but pin 3 is not utilized, so there's nothing in pin 3. This is looking into the face of the connector with the switch unplugged. So compare this to the schematic that's in the previous one. And I'll give you a picture of the master switch as well. So here's a partial picture of the master switch on the driver's door. Anytime you see a dashed line around a component, it indicates you're only seeing a portion of the component. For example, this power window motor has a solid block around it, so there's only 2 wires to the power window motor, but there's more than these wires illustrated in the master switch. C1 is connector 1, C2 is connector 2. So there appear to be 2 connectors at the master switch, C1 and C2, and to find out what they look like, we're going to see if this hyperlink works. And I imagine it's a quad cab, power windows. No, that just took me, I got to see if I can find a connector view. Okay, so we go into connector views. And they might call it a master switch. So I'm going to try typing in that. Power window, passenger, left rear, right rear. C2. Okay, they call it a driver's door module. C2 is blue. It's an 8-way plug. So that's the connector. Again, you're looking into the face of the connector. And those are the circuit numbers. So you're concerned about the... this is all mirror stuff. Oh, that C2 wire just feeds the power to the window switch lockout. So we actually need C1. The 12-way connector, because that's going to have all the window wires in them. Yes, that's the one you need. So again, that's the face of the connector. And this is the connector pins, the cavities. And you're looking for right front. Where's right front? Left front, driver's door. Okay, right front down and right front up. And that's indicating that they would be power when the switch is pushed in the down and up positions respectively. Now, as I mentioned in our conversation, the wiring between the driver's door and the A-pillar in that convoluted boot could sometimes break. It often breaks because of fatigue, cracking. So you should closely inspect, especially these color wires. All the orange wires are going to the windows on the right side. So look for a cracked or broken orange wire. You can also test for power coming out of pin 6 in the down and pin 3 in the up. So 6 and 3. 1, 2, 3, and 6. So I hope this helps you.